light that saved us all. Yet evil still lingers.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Well, pretty much morning time on my end, of course. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Hopefully they got a bunch of coffee and stuff like that to keep them hydrated and energized. Woo! Gotta love energized. Anyway, regardless of that, I'm basically playing another trove game. Oh yeah, gotta love the trove. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to be doing some minor grindage. Gotta love the grindage. Like I said, trying to get my morning stream in. I'm sorry I've been basically neglecting the morning times because usually I'm asleep right now or something else is interfering, like the real world or the real life things, of course. Hopefully everybody's doing good this morning, of course. Like I said, hopefully everybody's enjoying the stream and hopefully be able to actually enjoy watching your stream later on today once I get able to get some sleep and whatever the case may be. Right now, I'm actually just trying to go along and get some PvP done early in the morning. Gotta love those early PvPs, and so on and so forth. There we go. Sweet. Gotta love Saturdays. Woo! God, yeah. Just another day, another trove, another dollar. Ooh. Gotta love troveness. Whee. Yep. Anyway, regardless of that, I'm basically just going to wait for PvP. Of course, it just reset it, so it's going to be a minute before I can actually get into PvP. Or I think it's going to be a minute before I get into PvP, of course. Hopefully it's not too long. And then I'm going to be doing just... it says complete a dungeon. Okay, I'm going to go along and complete a dungeon while I'm waiting for that. And I'm also going to be working on other things as well. Right now, I'm not working on Flux. I'm not working on anything like that. I'm just trying to get more gem dust and so on and so forth. Like I said, I'm also trying to get more games and stuff like that. So basically make my channel a little bit more interesting. If it does help with my channel at all, like I mean, I am trying to do my best with that and so on and so forth. But there's, like I said, a lot of content and stuff like that, a lot of time and effort going into streaming. I love doing this for you guys, of course. Like I said, it gives me something a little bit more to do with what I'm trying to do itself. Like I said, I'm still trying to get an affiliate, of course, and try to get all that stuff working. Like, I mean, I wish I'd be able to keep a regular schedule so I can make the affiliate happen a lot sooner. But like I said, of course, trying to actually get things working and so on and so forth. It's a lot of basically... there's a lot of craziness, and that's exactly what I'm looking at right now, is basically trying to get on a regular schedule, which is really hard for me to do right now because I'm still, like I said, as I said before, I'm still doing a recovery with my surgery and stuff like that. Like I said, that's why sometimes I'm actually, in the mornings, I'm actually more spry or chipper than other times during the day, or even, like I said, or even late at night. So, like I said, I try to do my best when I'm get the most energy and try to make my streams as more, basically, more energetic instead of me basically trying to do a stream when I'm actually wore down. And basically, yeah, I don't like doing that because, like I said, I don't feel right doing that either. It's just like I try to do what I can, and that's just it. Like I said, I like basically helping you guys too at the same time. Basically supporting all the streamers. Like I said, try to help you guys get the affiliate and so on and so forth, and see exactly what I can actually do for you guys. Because really be right, like I mean, it doesn't really matter. The way I look at it this way, it doesn't really matter if, like I said, what I'm doing itself or what I'm trying to achieve overall. Like I mean, I look at exactly what I can actually do, and I love doing what I do itself. So yeah. Oh, that's a hole in the ground. Hole in one. I'm starting to feel like I'm playing golf here. Ew. Okay, that guy is just running back and forth, and I'm gonna stick something there. Ooh. I don't realize you don't realize that I do have a hook shot that can actually make me travel up faster. And doing that, and ooh, ooh, niceness. Ooh, sweetness. We're not doing too bad with PvP. We got 3 out of whatever. All right. Oops. No, I'm not going to step back into that. Of course, that's going to be kind of stupid of me. I'm just going to keep on moving. We've got 2. I might just give this round to this guy because I really don't care about being first, second, or third because of what it is. But anyway, anywho, I'm looking for that other guy. He's over there. And basically, he's trying to get me with bombs and so on and so forth. So, yep. There we go. Well, he's going to keep running. No. Whoa. No, he's not going to get me that way. There's no way. Nope. Sweetness. Doing good. Sweetness. Okay, we got to be able to keep going for just a little bit more. And that's it. This guy is basically standing up on top of the tree up there. Nice. And I'm going to go along and latch onto the side here and try to make something out of it. No, and I'm going to kill myself because this guy is just basically doing way too much camping. There's no fun in that. It just takes fun right out of it. That's why I said the PvP and Battle Royale is just, if you're not camping, you're doing something else. And if you don't do it, it's like, bleh. Screw that. Anyway, I've got my daily coins anyway, regardless of that. And just pretty much what I'm doing now. I got to see what numbers and stuff I've got right now. Because I know I've got a lot of numbers and stuff like that to go along with. But let me see, how close am I? Ooh, I'm at 47 fragments right now. Well, I get 47 coins, okay, and 46 fragments. So I'm very close with the numbers and so on and so forth. Yeah, like I said, Trove is a little bit different type of game. It's just what it is. Anyway, let me see. It's too bad I can't do long streams with this because I would love to be able to do longer streams and so on and so forth. But it is what it is. Complete a challenge. No, I'm not going to do that. I tried to do that yesterday and nope. Okay, what I'm going to do right now is work on a few things right now. I'm going to go along and do my daily grind, of course, and try to make that quickly as possible. So I can actually go along and get some sleep. Because like I said, I've been up way too long. Looking for that. Looking for that. I'm not looking for the EXP bottle or the EXP potion. That is the extra crystal one. I'm looking for the EXP bottle so I can actually put that EXP bottle over so I can actually put that away for now. But I can't find it nowhere. Ooh. Now I'm looking for at the very end. Okay, that's where I've got the EXP. So I've got 88 of those now. Nice. Now I've got enough basically to get myself Powergram a few levels, but not a lot. I don't like using it for that unless, Arcane Gem. Let's see if that one is actually good enough to keep. That is, that's a 720. Woo! It's too bad it's not a 420. I would like to have that as a 420. But it's actually perfectly static too. So I'm going to go along and grab that. And I'm actually going to put it on my... Should I put that on my Solarian? Nah, screw that. It's a physical so I can actually be able to put it on this guy and start working on his gems. Nope, I can't work on his gems right now. Because I don't have. Okay, Dino Tamer is magic physical. Deet, deet, deet. All right, let's start working on him. I've got this one and this one, of course. I'm going to drop his maximum health because I don't need that much. I'm going to drop the health this way. I'm going to unsocket this one. I'm going to socket the other gem in so I can actually level this one up, because this one is going to be 10 times more powerful than this one. But you'll see exactly what I'm talking about in a second. Because this is the new type of gems, of course. It's a level 2. So I'm going to go along and do this one up, of course, just because of the stats. No, level 5, level 6, 7, 8, 9. Come on, give me the 25. Give me the 25 right quick. Let's see what we can get out of this. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. Now, it should be... okay, let me see here. Nice. 15. Okay, 16. 17. 18. Come on. 19. 20. 21. So right now it's actually it's only at 22, and I started off. That's an extra 200 something odd points up here, just on this character alone. Now I got to be able to keep going with that and let myself to go to 25. Then I can actually do some regular grinding. That's 2,079 versus the other gem that I just took off, of course, and that's 1,000. That's 1,619. So that's a great huge difference. And also it gives me, I got 3 6s. Yeah, I don't know if that's an evil sign or is that a good sign or is that a what. But anyway, regardless of that, let me look at leaderboards for a second. And let me find exactly where I'm to. I'm still at 27. I'm almost 26 again. Like I said, I'm not too much worried about that. That means just because a lot more people grind more than I do, and so on and so forth. So they do change their stats quite often. Plus, there's a lot more people that spends a fortune in this game, which I don't spend a fortune in this game. I never did. But anyway, regardless of that, I'm just going to go along and probably get some more. Let me see how good my fire gems is. Nope, I'm going to get some more air gems, and I'm going to start working on that. So I'm going to go with the Atlas itself and work on that so I can be able to get that rolling. So I'll be able to get my stats and stuff up later on today and work on other gems as well. Now, if I could actually find another better gem, I will actually be able to replace one of my other gems so I can be able to get an extra 400 or 500 more PR on an alternate class. So basically, that's what I'm going to be doing right now. Like I said, if you are basically playing on the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, I'd be able to come and help you with your some of your stutters and stuff like that, and some of the gameplay itself. And like I said, if you are new to the game or basically just returning itself, basically you can always check out my YouTube channel itself. It should be able to give you a lot of pointers and stuff in this game itself. It's pretty straightforward. This game is, like I said, it's not super complicated, but it's hard to start. It's hard to start if you don't know where to start to. But you'll basically be able to use the information and so on and so forth. So you can better yourself with the game itself and understand how to play it. Like I said, I love grinders and stuff like that. I love these type of games and so on and so forth. But since I've been playing these games for so long, it's just what it is, And I don't mind helping other players either itself. Hey, Ganda, how are you doing, my friend? And welcome to stream. Like I said, thanks for the follow as well. Like I said, hopefully, you are enjoying the stream this morning. Like I said, normally I don't do a morning stream. Like I said, as before, Like I said, I've been trying to recover and everything from my surgery and stuff like that. Like, I mean, I'm trying to get back into his regular schedule. My regular schedule is 8:30 normally. Basically 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And this is basically Canada and Canadian time. And then also a late night, I usually do change my game between 9 and 12 o'clock. I usually try to do that. Sometimes a little bit late. It depends on what it is like in the world for me and so on and so forth. So I do try to squeeze in as much time as possible with streaming and so on and so forth because I do love streaming. I do love you guys. And like I said, I do love, like to say, your guys' support at the same time and very mutual appreciated itself. Like, I mean, I do try to do my best to try to keep my schedule as much as I can. But like I said, just life gets in the way sometimes. And like I said, some people just don't get it. Some people gets it. And so on and so forth. So it's what it is. Well, oops, 11 p.m. Oh my God. Gee, you're a really different time slot. I'm in 9:31 right now. I'm doing great. Australia, geez, you're far away from home. I mean, I should be far away from home. Depends on what it is. But yeah, so how was your, I don't know if you want to call that morning or is that night? But I know a couple of people from the UK and stuff like that. Like, as my followers, not just that. I played a lot of like Red Alert 2 and stuff like that with people from UK. And I mean, the time slot is absolutely crazy. Like, I mean, to actually try to get everybody squeezed in there and so on and so forth. So that's what I try to do. Like, I mean, that's why I've got multiple different streams and stuff going at all times, just because of that. I do try to squeeze everybody in with information and stuff, how to play the game, and not just how to play the game, but just to have fun together. Yeah. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just weird. Like, I mean, to meet different people around the world, it makes it quite interesting because of the fact that I will say this. Like I said, it just to get the time slots and stuff like that. Like, I mean, like, for me, like doing a morning stream, I will say this. I get a lot of from people from UK. I get from people from actually China. I'm actually getting a few people from there too. It's kind of weird, but I mean they're basically just going to sleep. Like, I mean literally, and basically just hopping to say hello and good night. And I was like, okay, I thought you were going to come in for a minute. Yeah, I just came in for a minute. I was like, oh crap, but it's just. But it's all good. It's all fun. And that's what gaming and everything is supposed to be anyway. But like I said, just yeah, like, I mean, I've got so many people from the world. It's not even funny. But yeah, you definitely are in nighttime. Like, I mean, I'm only in early in the morning. Like I said, I'm pretty much a day ahead of you right now, which is kind of cool in a way. Hey, how are you doing, Zinni? How are you doing this morning? Of course, and welcome to the stream. Like I said, I've been trying to squeeze everybody else in, like I said, with different games and stuff. I was just doing basically the game called Renegade, Red Alert Renegade, which is the only game that was actually produced by Westwood before EA bought them out and crushed them like a piece of tin can. But, it does happen. Like I said, EA is after doing that with a lot of companies. But it's a lot of fun. I'm doing great. Like I said, I'm just basically doing a morning stream, try to get everything running for today, of course. And so before I actually go to sleep myself, because I never went to sleep yet, I'm trying to get a lot of stuff done today. And I try to get my morning schedule mixed in with my data, like I said, later on schedule, and see exactly what's up and what not. And see who's still up, actually, to be exact. But like I said, I'm trying to mix and match my games and stuff like that. And like, I mean, it's a lot of work to it. People don't realize how much work it is to streaming. Like I said, it's just crazy. Like I said, that's why I like streaming and stuff like that, because it is a kind of a job to keep everything going, but it's also fun to do it. Like I said, and so forth. And like I said, I was watching your stream there just a little bit. There, Zini. And when I was actually watching your stream, I actually quite enjoyed it. Like, I mean, I know you don't play exactly the same games as me, but like I said, it's just basically supporting and stuff like that works quite well as well. So, yeah. Like, I mean, it's just, like, I mean, I wish there was more supporters out there doing certain things during the day. 46K, yeah. Well, basically, I've been playing this game for a long time. Like, I mean, enjoy playing this game. I started playing this type of game when I was playing in the Diablo. I started back in the 90s when Diablo, like the original Diablos and stuff started. And then Diablo 3 kind of got me into Trove because it was kind of a game that one of my friends was playing on PC and he was playing closed beta. I ended up basically playing the closed beta and doing all that fun stuff. So basically, I've been playing this game for close to almost 10 years because basically what they did with closed beta, your closed beta was in almost the end of 2013. They didn't count it as an open time or open beta until 2015. So I've been playing the console and stuff like that and a bit of PC. So yeah, like I mean, I don't have a great big huge PC account like I got on here, but it's what it is, you know. It's a different type of, like I said, different type of grind. Like, I mean, I still like going back and play Diablo 3 once in a while, just because of what the type of game it is. But on console, it ruined it for me, because a lot of people hacked it and stuff like that, using, like I said, the modded gems and stuff like that. It just took the fun right out of it. Like, I mean, there's a lot of games I used to play too. Like, I mean, I used to play GTA a lot. I used to have a crew on GTA. I played Warframe for 3.5 years myself, basically with a full crew. Like I said, that crew broke up when Destiny 1 came out, and so on and so forth. So, like I said, that's a little bit of gaming history for you about myself as well. So, like I said, I'm in gaming for a good few years, but like I said, it's all to do with fun, and so on and so forth, and basically just enjoying to do what you do, you know? And that's exactly. And the way I look at it this way, when I'm actually streaming, like I said, I tell people itself, as well. Be you. Don't be trying to be somebody else. Just be having fun and whatever the case may be. If you're there to basically support a person, whatever the case may be, do that. Or just be your own personality and do what you like to enjoy doing. And that's pretty much it. You know, and that's exactly what I like doing itself. I don't mind, like I said, looking at other people's streams and so on and so forth either. This is basically to support them and so on and so forth, to help them get affiliate or basically try to help them get their next level, which basically you do need a lot of people for that too. Well, think of it this way. It's like this. Like, streaming does take a lot of time out of people's lives and so on and so forth. And like I said, just to having the support and stuff like that, like, I mean, it's what it is. Like, I mean, and you got to understand how streaming actually works. Now, like I said, you might not like the game. Like, I mean, I watch people sailing ships all day. Or I might watch someone playing Apex Legends. Those games, like, I don't mind playing Assassin's Creed to sail a ship. But literally, to actually just sail a ship, to me, I would never be interested in the game, but I don't mind watching people. Because if I'm there in their stream for about a minute and a half to 2 minutes, or sometimes I spend all day in there. Like, I mean, watching them play the game. I might not like the game itself. Hey, FYI, how are you doing, my friend? And welcome to the stream, of course. As always, like I said, good stream last time, dude. Like I said, yeah, like, I mean, it's a lot of people. Like I said, try to support as many. Ooh, nice pumpkins. Now you got me hungry from pumpkin pie, of course. But yeah, like I said, I do watch everybody. Like, I mean, I don't care how big my numbers become in my followers and anything like that. I do try to take time out. I usually do about a half an hour to 45 minutes for everybody. Unless I'm actually out there and gone out and do something, like I said, I've got to get a bite to eat or something, I'll spend about an hour or two on the channel itself and basically support that way. It is exactly, you don't see me. You see me doing a little bit of icons or a little bit of emotes or something like that. That's it. You know, you only seen a part of me. which basically I might be there just lurking, and I don't, like I said, I'll say hello or whatever the case may be, just to have basically just let you know that I'm there. But like I said, I do spend a lot of time in other people's channels. That's why sometimes I'm actually not even in my own channel doing my own stream because of that reason. Because I love supporting people. I love basically to help other people out to achieve the next level. Like I said, even though, well, think of it this way. There's a lot of people out there for greed. I don't believe in greed. I don't believe in, like I said, that type of stuff. I don't believe in that bullshit because I will tell you that right now. Because there's too much in the world of that. And I treat people the way they want to be treated. Like, I mean, if you go along and you want a certain thing said or a certain thing done, I will actually try to do my best with that and try to make stuff work. You know, and that's exactly what I do. That's why I don't swear a lot on my streams or anything like that, because I do have, like I said, I don't know if it helps my streams at all or whatever the case may be, but I do try to basically not to lose my cool and so on and so forth. Like, I mean, I tell you like it is. If you don't like it the way it is, then okay, fine. Like, I mean, like I said, I gain followers, I lose followers. Like, I mean, I lost followers because they didn't like the personality I have. But I do personality to try to fit in with everybody else as well. So I'm not going to go along and say, oh, I'm going to make a PG-13. I'm not going to go along and that, you know. And it does happen sometimes. And plus, like, I mean, it's what it is. Like, I mean, people will be people. Like, I mean, I don't look at, yeah, well, everybody will at some point. Like, I mean, some people don't like what you're streaming or basically don't like your attitude. Well, like I said, I'm not going to be there screaming, yelling, bawling, or whatever the case may be. I'll use my energy for good and whatever the case may be when I can do it. Like, I mean, I'm still in doing recovery and so on and so forth from a hernia surgery. And I'm still not back to normal the way I normally am. So I'm trying to, because my energy doesn't last long right now. And I'm trying to see if I can actually try to make it a little bit better, to see exactly when I can actually stream with my highest energy points and be able to do it that way. So I can actually use the energy basically to be more focused and so on and so forth. So I've been trying to do that as much, and I try to do my streams basically not at erratic times. Like, I mean, I try to do it in one in the morning, one in the afternoon if I'm not too tired, and one late at night. Usually the late at night sometimes gets me down with the energy and stuff like so on and so forth because I'm way too tired to actually do my stream again. So like I said, it's like back-to-back streams if you look at it, because I'm taking only a little bit of a break, probably taking a power nap or something like that. I don't drink energy drinks or anything like that just to give myself energy, because it's very, like I said, to me, they're very unhealthy. I try to keep my health and stuff like that up as much as I can and try to deal with that. Like, I mean, in that direction. Like, I mean, it's just something that I do, like I said, a little bit differently in that direction. Like, I mean, some people do what they do and do something, like I said, like, I mean, I love to see people being who they are as a natural person. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. But if you're basically trying to stay awake and stuff like that, doing the 12, 16-hour streams, when you actually get older and stuff like that, it takes a toll on your body. You don't realize that. And basically, when it hits you like a ton of bricks, it will hit you like a ton of bricks. I try to do, basically, I did do one stream back in the day, back just a little bit ago, almost 12 hours. And I will tell you, at the very end of the stream, I couldn't even speak. I was basically that tired. I was like, screw that. I can't function this way. So I said I'm not going to do long streams anymore because of that reason. Because I was already zonked. And what is zonked is basically being that tired, not focusing anymore. So yeah, it does happen to the greatest YouTubers. It does happen to the greatest streamers to try to squeeze in those long hours. But that doesn't mean you're going to basically get any extra followers, or you're going to lose followers, or you're going to lose this and that. It's all to do with basically time slots and whatever the case may be too as well. Sometimes a short stream is better than a long stream. Sometimes a long stream can actually get you that too. Yeah, like I said, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And that's what I'm getting at. Like, I mean, I'm not saying what one streamer does is right or wrong. I'm just saying is that sometimes you do a long stream and you wear yourself out. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, you basically, what you want to do is keep yourself healthy and keep yourself focused itself. To basically do streams only when you actually can actually do them. Like, I mean, basically to keep yourself going. Right. Like, I mean, it doesn't matter about your age either, because a lot of people think when they're actually younger, they start like it's like, okay, it's like people like, how can I say this? It's like people doing like drugs and stuff when they're younger. They'd be like, oh man, it's not going to affect me when I'm older. And then when you get older, it's like, oh my God, why is my bones breaking? Why is this not working correctly? Why do I have insomnia like crazy? Just because you basically change your schedule that much, your body don't even know what to do right for you for yourself anymore. And that's exactly what happens. And that's why I think, like I said, that's why I look at YouTubers and stuff like that. A lot of them are very unhealthy to a point, and so on and so forth. Right. Like, I mean, I've seen people try to stream on empty stomachs. What does an empty stomach do for you? Well, what it does, I will tell you what it does. It gives you hernias. It makes your stomach basically burn holes into them eventually. It causes a lot of issues. Like, I mean, you get acid reflux when you get older. Like, I mean, you just basically destroy yourself over time, which I don't like to see people doing. I like to see people enjoy themselves when they actually can, and basically come as you are. Not to have something that's trying to mask what you're trying to do. It doesn't work. Because, like I said, it's just one of those things. And this is why I like to see, like I said, those people that's trying to do something for themselves. But you should never need to work yourself to death. That's the way I'm getting at. If you need to work yourself to death, then, like, I mean, I can understand a 9-to-5 job. You need a break at some point. There is no 16-hour job out there. There is overtime and stuff like that, but there is a break that you can actually take. Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, what works right for you? Like, I mean, if you're looking at like a schedule, like following a schedule, sometimes, like I said, you got other things that goes in and puts into play. Okay, you've got like your stream. Okay, you've got something that pops up. Okay, you say if you're basically had a kid, okay? You've got to look after that kid. And you basically still want to do some streaming. But that kid comes first to a point. Because neglecting, you will actually eventually lose the kid. Basically, you got social services and stuff like that will take it away because you're basically making neglect. And so on and so forth. You've got, or child services, whatever you want to call them in your area. But you got other things that will work against you. Look, I mean, if you really wanted to basically have a good life and stuff and so on and so forth, and that is a good life lesson itself when you actually get, like, as you get older. Like, I mean, you start learning a lot of all this stuff, but sometimes it's too late when you actually start learning it, and so on and so forth. So you got to look at exactly what you need to do and what you can actually do for yourself now so you can benefit yourself later on down the road. Because, like I said, when you get up, like I said, the ages of 50, 60, and 70, right. Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, FYI. Like, I mean, think about it this way. A lot of people don't realize that itself. People try to do, see, some people try to be something they're not as well. Like, I mean, they're tried and try and try and try. And really, they don't get not much benefit from it either. Like, I mean, they're basically, I mean, try to be a streamer, trying to be dedicated to what you do, and try to make $1. Yes, I can understand making videos and stuff like that, and basically supporting your hobby or basically your lifestyle. But you don't have to kill yourself over it. You should never need to do that. I've got people that only streams every other day. Like, I mean, you take a break between it. Like, I mean, I don't mind streaming every day because it gives me something to do and whatever the case may be. But, like I said, I'd like to be able to take a break. Like, I mean, I'm still trying to get affiliate and stuff like that. Yes, I do have the followers. But, like I said, when it comes to that, it's the backing of these followers and so on and so forth. Like, I mean, as I said before, for me to go in and watch a streamer, I don't mind watching the stream or even staying in the lobby just for a little bit and just basically watching that. Right. Right. That's what I'm saying. FYI. See, the thing is, depends on what fits your schedule. Don't try to do what someone else tries to get you to do itself. Like, I mean, to that point, because you'll end up basically burning yourself out. Because if you got a change in life or anything like that, or you got a change in schedule, let's just say if you got an appointment that morning and you're like, oh my God, I'm going to miss a stream. I'm going to basically miss that time slot. And all of a sudden you're missing that time slot. And then the next time you stream, you've got nobody there. You got a dead lobby. And it's like, oh my God, no, my stream is dead. And it takes you about 2 or 3 days. Right. You got to look at exactly what you need to do. Like, I mean, and that's exactly what I try to mention to people. Like, I don't tell people what to do. I'm only basically mentioning what I do myself because I find it a lot easier for me to function. Like sometimes, like, I mean, I can only stream at late night. Like, I mean, if I'm at work, I can't, like I said, I can't stream late night because I can't take my console and stuff with me. I wish I could be able to have a portable battery that could actually do that, but no. But anyway, regardless of that, I work outside. I work outside at clubs and stuff like that. I've been doing that for a lot of years. But I enjoy doing what I do as well. I do enjoy streaming. I enjoy supporting you guys. Like, I mean, it gives me something. It gives me meaning every day to do something. It's better than sitting down and doing absolutely nothing. Sitting down looking at four walls basically will drive you mental after a while too as well. And it's just no fun in that itself. So that's exactly what I look at, you know. I look at the healthy way of doing things. I look at the healthy way of doing things and try to give good advice when I can. Like, I mean, same thing when I'm actually playing trove. When I'm actually playing a game, any type of game, I try to give advice itself, and it's up to a person if you want to use it or not. You know, I'm then not going to go along and say, "Oh, you've got to do this, you got to do that, you got to." I'm not one of those people. I try to do my best when it comes to that, and try to help out as much as I possibly can. Like, I mean, I'm after being mentors to people to help them with the real life things. Like, I mean, try to help them with different things. Like, I mean, I lived through a lot of hardships and so on and so forth. I lived through a lot of stuff, you know, in that direction. I work outside. I work outside of regular clubs. Like, I mean, I dance clubs and whatever the case may be. I'm a food vendor. Been food vending for a lot of years. Like, I mean, I'm one of those guys that has like the 900 pound carts in front of me that's made of stainless steel. Basically, doing the grills and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of socialization. You'll learn a lot of stuff. You'll learn a lot of life stuff from that too, because it's unbelievable what you can actually do with that type of thing. And you actually learn how to do skills and stuff too, like, I mean, in that direction. So there is a lot of stuff that you can actually do and benefit from that. People don't realize, like I said, I could never work in a 9 to 5 job, like instead of an office. Like I said, I'm a computer technician. I'm actually a cook itself. I'd say I used to line chef for one of our restaurants here. I done that for a couple of years and so on and so forth. So I had a lot of experiences throughout. And like I said, that's why I don't mind sharing like my gaming experience, my life experiences, because like I don't know if it makes it interesting to actually even speak about, but I mean it's just different. It's absolutely different. Yeah, kitchens is not easy. It's not easy work. Because when you get those rushes and stuff like that, when you get slammed, you get slammed. Right. Same thing here. I've got some good people that I work with. Like, I mean, to that point. But it's really hard to get that crew together. Like, I mean, as I was mentioning earlier, like I said, when I was actually playing, like, what's it called? Basically Warframe. I played that for 3.5 years with a great crew of people. And like, I mean, to actually have a crew of people that you game even with, and so, so on and so forth, it doesn't happen overnight. Basically, you got to know exactly who you're dealing with, what you're dealing with, and so on and so forth as well. So that's what makes it so interesting when it comes to gaming and stuff like that. I use a lot of the real life stuff into gaming to basically make it more interesting itself, to so I don't get bored with games. Like, I mean, I'll use like analogies and stuff like that. That basically makes it a little bit more interesting in itself. And basically, I use life lessons into game. Like I said, the way I explain things. Like, I mean, I might say, "Hey, this is how you grind this character, but this is exactly how you do a job. This is exactly how you do this and that." And basically, at the end of the day, it's pretty much the same. Like, I mean, if you're basically streaming and so on and so forth, if you're grinding into, like I said, doing these type of games, you're still working towards something. It's still costing you time. It still costs you something to actually do that. Well, I'm after doing instructional videos. I'm after doing a lot of stuff over the years. Like, I mean, I do game videos. I do a lot of stuff like that. That's why I'm trying to get more repertoire of my YouTube channel. Like I said, my YouTube channel has almost close to 300 videos right now. But it's mostly on Trove right now, but I'm trying to get more games squeezed in there. I'm basically like to be able to get, well, Assassin's Creed has been played to death a little bit, but I like to be able to get that and basically show people a couple of things in there as well, at least with new gamers and stuff like that, that's just getting into that franchise, and so on and so forth, and be able to get more stuff done with my channel and so on and so forth. And that's exactly what I do. This is what I like doing. Like, I mean, I'm not just one of those YouTubers just to make videos just to make videos. No, like, I mean, I love doing, like I said, what I do. I like the profession behind it. I like to be able to do it in that direction, and I like to be able to keep up with it itself. This is why I've been trying to get my affiliate and stuff like that, so I can get more stuff done to my channel and so on and so forth. So yeah, I've been trying to do a lot of stuff all at once, and like, I mean, it's that much more work to do it. Like, I mean, I'm trying to squeeze in almost like 2 or 3 streams a day sometimes. Try to get my videos and stuff out there so people are not waiting on information and so on and so forth. So, like I said, try to do something a little bit different and try to do that itself. So people can come along and start playing the games that they do enjoy playing and basically have something to go with. Now, it doesn't matter if you're going to use the information or not, but at least the information is out there. That's the way I look at it, and so on and so forth. So, yeah. Well, see, the thing is, I've been trying to go into communities. I've been trying to follow some of the higher people. I've been trying to join up with a lot of the communities itself. But see, you got to remember, a lot of people play Dead by Daylight. They play a lot of other games that I don't play. And I know I like to be able to get into those games. But see, there's a lot of games that I never really got into. That's the biggest problem for me. Because I love grinders, I love freaking horror genre, but it's done differently. What I mean is, I can play Fatal Frame. Like, I mean, when Fatal Frame comes out on I think it's the second month of next year, I will be playing that game. I'll be playing that game to death until I get everything done that way. It is still a horror game. It's a beautiful game. I played it on PlayStation 2 when it was actually first released. I mean, I fell in love with that game. And also, Dead Space is actually coming with a remake too. But I will call it a revamp, because they're not just remaking the game. They're basically adding more content and stuff like that to the game. And that's another great game, too, for the PlayStation 3. It was one of the top EA sellers, if it was not the top EA seller, beyond, like I said, of that itself. In the franchise, like I said, for the Dead Space franchise, I will call it a franchise because it's 3 games that sets apart EA, and it was one of the biggest top sellers for EA at that time. That's why I want to get it and be able to get and start playing it here on the newer console, because I love horror games, but I don't like simple games. I like to be able to have grinding incorporated and so on and so forth. Like I said, Fatal Frame is not a grinder as of such, but it actually will basically make. I will tell you, with the jump scares and stuff into it, it's if you are a true horror fan, it's gonna be crazy. And I mean absolutely crazy. And that's exactly what I like to be able to do, is basically get into those games so I can actually fit in with the horror genre. So I can fit in with these people that is actually doing that as well. Like, I mean, I play old school games, but I know the ones that will actually hit the spot to a point and so on and so forth. You got to remember, like I said, I've got a lot of years streaming itself. And like I said, when it comes to that, and I love streaming, I love doing this stuff. Like, I mean, but it's a lot of games I don't play because I'm not, I can't say the game is too simplistic. The game is too short, or it's just there's nothing to it. Like, I mean, I like to play 150 hours of gaming and be able to do it that way. Instead of me going along and do a match for 5 or 10 minutes, another match for 5 or 10 minutes, yes, I could put the time and effort in there. But like I said, it's the same thing over and over. It's like me playing Trove. It's the same thing over and over. And it's just, it's just different. It's just different. I always look for something different, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing within the new year. I'm going to look for the newer stuff that's out there, or basically, I can't say newer stuff, but the revamped stuff, or basically the remade stuff, so I'd be able to actually play it, so I can actually enjoy what I used to enjoy before. And that's exactly what I'm looking at. I think when it comes to it, like, I mean, if you guys, like I said, wanted to check out the old Fatal Frame, you'll find exactly what that game is like. And basically, if you wanted to check out Dead Space 2, there is a couple of videos. Well, since PlayStation 3, you can't stream with it anymore because all the streaming stuff is gone. Like, I mean, they just discontinued a lot of the programs and stuff like that. But if you want to check it out, there is a couple of YouTube videos on that. And I will be streaming basically the Dead Space. And I will actually be doing basically Fatal Frame at the same time. Oh, yeah, I love Fatal Frame, though. It's such a good game. And when it was actually designed, it was actually done really extremely well. The first Fatal Frame, did you ever see the new one? Do you have the video on it? Do you have an E3? I'll say it right in a minute. The E3 trailer that when you first start the game or a part of the game, you're actually following a ghost. You're actually following into the mansion that you actually go into first. So you think about it this way. How good is that game going to be when it comes out? It's going to be that much more realistic because of the graphics and stuff like that. I want to get that. I want to be able to put my energy into that game and be able to enjoy it with everybody. And that's exactly what I'm thinking of doing. Yeah, I know. And you basically, sometimes you didn't even hear it. Sometimes you'll actually see things move in the room. It was so well thought out. It was even the jump scares had jump scares built into it. If you did not need toilet paper by the time you get to pass the first couple of rooms, you were actually lucky. So yeah, it's just like one of those things, you know. So yeah, this is what I used to play. This is the stuff that I want to get back into. I love horror games, but I don't like the simplistic ones. I don't like the short ones. Like when I was watching people playing for Dead by Daylight, I tried that game and it was okay. It was okay, but it's too short. It's just not. There's not a like. I mean, this leveling system, okay, but it's done differently. It's absolutely done differently than what I would call a horror game. Like, I mean, I love sitting down and almost shouting in my pants just because of the way the game is designed. And I think when basically Dead Space comes out with the remake and the other thing. Madison, I heard about that, but I'm not sure because Madison is kind of a flip flop. Like, I mean, some people would say playing the Resident Evil, I think it was like Biohazard or something with VR, will basically be a different experience as well. So it's what it is. I don't know. Like, I mean, oh, I know. Like, I mean, Blair Witch is kind of a weird movie though, but I can see it basically becoming a game, and becoming pretty decent. What was it? The Grudge is another great game. I will tell you, The Grudge will basically leave all horror fans out there be like, oh my god. But it has to have some meat at its bones. It has to have structure. Well, like I said, I didn't even know Blair Witch had a game. Okay, I guess it did. I'll have to check that one out. I have to watch some the videos and stuff on that, of course, just to check it out and see exactly what the game is about. Of course, like I mean, I'm always up for new games. I'm not, but I don't want to have these. Like I said, I see. For me, I grew up when. Like when you actually watch a horror flick, even some of the new horror flicks right now, when you can tell when you're actually using fake blood, but what color it is. Some actually looks like Kool-Aid. It's like, okay, I know it's fake, but you don't need to show me it's fake. That's what I'm saying about horror games and stuff like that. I want to be able to have something that looks realistic, that actually looks really good. And I don't mean on paper, and I don't mean anything like that, but I'm looking at something that actually will actually stand the test of time. Like, I mean, Dead Space, to say, for instance, stand the test of time, and it's still, like I said, it's just, that is a horror game as well, but it's a horror shooter game. Like, I mean, it's completely different when it comes to that, and I love those type of games. Like, I mean, it don't have to be a shooter either. It just, basically, I love games that make your skin crawl. It's just like I mean, like Dead by Daylight will definitely never make my skin crawl. It's not horror enough. It's just like it's missing some aspects of a horror game. And like, I mean, yes, you put someone on a meat hook, so what, and so on and so forth. But I'm not saying it's a really bad game. It's probably fun to play with people, but to me, it's like when you're actually watching that movie like Freddy vs. Jason, and you'll see the two of them coming out of the lake, and basically you got Freddy. I think it was was it Freddy's head he was holding, or was it Jason's head? It was either or. Yeah, I would do that. I might just do that because that's a great suggestion, because I know some of the indie games are really nicely done. Like, I mean, there's a lot of good games out there that's done, but see, the thing is, a lot of them are not known. A lot of them are not known or not publicized. So that's exactly what I look at. Like, I mean, there's a lot of games out there that would be, oh my god, it's that way. Like, I mean, I do have, the Aliens game, like the one you got, like you can use your microphone and so on and so forth. I got that game here, and I will tell you, when you actually see the alien going across the ground and you don't know where it's going to come from or whatever the case may be, yeah, I'll check out some indie games too, but I mean, I'm talking about, like I said, it's just the horror genre from like I said, from the 80s and so on and so forth. When he did make the games, like the Aliens game, just say. Let me go back to that one for a second. I like when you can't tell what the aliens do, and then all of a sudden it jumps right in front of you, and it's like, okay, that's not supposed to be there, but it's there, and so on and so forth. And that's exactly like the horror type of that I like, because it gives me an edge. And especially if you're using your mic and stuff like that, you got to be really quiet. Like if you are actually streaming with a mic and stuff on, you'll actually get killed by the alien more than 10 times, 20 times, whatever the case may be, because you got to be like, okay, I need to be careful. I need to be quiet. I need to be in certain areas. And it's like, okay, I got to watch what I'm doing, and so on and so forth. That's exactly the way I like those type of games. So it's what it is. Like, I mean, it's a different type of way of looking at the games itself and horror games itself. You know, it's what makes a horror game. Yeah, I know, and that makes it a lot. It makes the game a lot harder, but it makes it a lot more creepier too. Because here basically you see it skitter across the ground, or not across the ground, but across the floor, and so on and so forth. It's different parts of the spaceship, and so on and so forth. And you basically start off in the kitchen, and you basically got to watch what you're doing. Like, I mean, you've got to be very, very careful. And I love that type of game. I love that concept. I love that concept. Like I said, just having your mic to activate something. Like, I mean, there's not too many games that are like that. And that's exactly what I like to be able to do. Like, I can't wait, like I said, the first quarter of next year, the first couple of months, and we'll be dropping those two games. And yes, I will be playing them. And yes, I will enjoy them. Because I will be able to stream them, and so on and so forth, and basically put something new to the channel as well, and put something different on the channel instead of these type of grinding games. Like, I mean, I don't mind grinding games because, like I said, I've been playing these for a lot of years too. They are a lot of fun, but there's no horror or nothing into them. I want to be able to mix and match my games and so on and so forth, so I can actually be able to put out more content and so on and so forth. So I'd be able to do more with my channel and so on and so forth as well. So I can actually fit in where I can actually do the horror. I can actually do like the adventure. I can do whatever. Because I got a couple of adventure games too as well. But there's not, like I said, the real big ones, not the real big name ones. But still, it's a lot of fun. Motrius Assistant. Yeah, that one was actually free at one point, I do believe. I'm not sure if it's still free or not. But I know there's a couple of them out there that it's actually pretty decent. Like, I mean, I've been looking at all the games. You gotta remember, like I said, I've been streaming for quite a bit of quite a few years as well. But I never really, like I said, got into it until like I said, only for the last couple of months with Twitch. And I've been trying to look for every single year that goes past. I always look for new games. I always look for something that's fresh, or something else, like I said, remastered, that actually basically brought back, like I said, good childhood memories, but also basically make me basically shut my pants, and so on and so forth. That's exactly the way I look at it. So I loved basically the way games actually are created for certain eras and certain years. Certain ones stand out like big time. Certain ones that basically, certain ones are actually basically you start playing them, you get about halfway through them, and you don't basically you don't get the game because it's either it's poorly narrated, it's poorly designed, or something like that, and it doesn't have nothing to do with graphics. Graphics are just one of the major things that people can look for, but I've got that's on PC, right? That's on PC, or is that on console? Because I want to be able to look at some good game. Oh, PC. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll check that out eventually. Like I said, I'll look at some YouTube videos and stuff like that. It's got to be a specific games that I want to play itself. Like I said to that point, I want to be able to go along and basically enjoy. I don't want to be like have these little jump scares that basically it only frightens a 3-year-old. I see a lot of those games. It's just like no. So like I mean, it's just like I mean, it's what it is, you know. And that's what I like to be able to do. Like look at all the the remastered games that's coming out. Even some of, like I said, as you mentioned, indie games. I was thinking about doing indie games, actually. I've done a couple of, 505 games and stuff like that. Some of them are pretty good. At the 505 Studios, they're a very small group of people that makes multiple different type of games. They make racers, they make everything itself. So I've been looking at different companies and stuff like that too. Like I said, to find exactly what's good out there, what's not, and so on and so forth. Yeah. So anyway, regardless of that, I'm going to end my stream here, of course. And like I said, hopefully you guys, I'll be able to catch your stream later on when I'm actually get some sleep. And hopefully be able to say, okay, if he plays a lot of, I will check that out too. But I'm going to get some sleep right now because I never had no sleep yet. Hopefully, basically, to get you guys stream, of course, and support you guys. I appreciate you guys basically supporting me this morning, of course. And hopefully be able to catch you guys again, and hopefully be able to support you back on your streams as well, and hopefully be able to catch you some of your streams as you do stream. Peace it for now, guys. Have fun, and probably catch you in the next one.